is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Holmes Hobbies Motor Control. It's your boy Josh, aka Coleman, and I am cheese grinning up in here today. It has been a good day, all kinds of really cool things showing up. And basically, I got something here you guys have been bugging on for a while now. Everybody's been asking me about this, wanting to see this. When's it coming back out? When can we get it? Let's talk about it. You want to learn about it? Well, you know what? So do I. And it's been a long time coming, and I finally got one here. I've already opened the package, and I'm not going to lie, I started... Well, let's just play it back here. What happened was I had already shot a video for today, and I was getting ready to start editing it when the postman showed up. Mr. Mailman showed up with a package for me. And I wasn't expecting it because I had already gotten some packages today, and I thought that was all I was going to get. But apparently there was more coming. And when I got it and realized it was from Holmes Hobbies, I started cheese grinning because I had already, you know, I knew what it was going to be. I was stoked. So, cracked it open, and sure is, you know, I ain't going to cuss on here. I'm trying to keep it clean for the kids. But you guys know, sure as hell, it was in there. And, yeah. The Revolver 540. This is a 1400 kV. You can see I already opened the package. Because I got excited and I started shooting a video and I messed up my video. And so, yeah, I've already opened it. But, psh, doesn't matter if I opened it or not. You guys don't want to look at it in the package. I know you guys. You want to see this in all its glory. Now, this is, you know, I don't even... Whoop, I forgot that I was plugged in over here. I don't even know if this is available, honestly, to the public yet. I have not been on the website to double check. So, this could be pre-production. It could be production. I do not know yet. Just look at this thing. Look inside of there. Gorgeous. So for those of you that are wondering, so what's the big deal about this? Why are you so hyped? Well, other than just how dead sexy this motor is, oh my lord. Some of you guys already know, so I don't have to say a word. You already know what's up. But for those of you that don't, I'm going to fill you in a little bit here. And we will go over this more in depth later, especially after I get it installed in a truck and we can start showing you guys like actual working videos of this. But for now, what this is, you guys, this is a DC outrunner motor. It's a censored brushless outrunner. Okay, so for those of you that still aren't following me on that, it's censored, which means it's got a sensor port right here, right? So I can plug it in just like I do on my stubby or my other ones, right? I can plug it in here, which means it's going to read, in layman's terms, it's going to be super smooth, right? It'll have a super smooth startup. It won't, when you hit the throttle for the first time and you lean into it slowly, it'll take off smooth and slow, right? If you lean into it fast, it'll take off smooth and fast. It won't ever do that jittery jumping, right, like that. All right, so that stuttering is from being a sensorless setup. If you're brushless and it stutters and jumps like that, or your gearing's just way wrong. But this is censored, so it's smooth on startup. Running a brushless outrunner like this is what I mean by outrunner. Here is the output shaft, right, where you put your pinion gear. Let's get this to focus on this and not my face, huh? So this is the output shaft here. That's where you put your pinion gear. So this is the mount, right? So you would slide this, boop, and connect that. Oh, my big old fingers. Connect that right to your transmission, right? Just like normal, your pinion gear would be on there. That would connect to your spur gear, right? Spin your spur gear. Well, on this one, instead of the inside of the can spinning, the outside of the can spins. You see that there? Let's spin this. Let it focus a little. And as I spin that, it spins the shaft. So now, that changes the design, in which case the wires and all that need to be mounted to the stationary part. So that being said, now the wires come out the front end, the front half of the motor up here, right? Because that's going to be stationary where the rest of this spins. like so. See what I'm saying? So that's an outrunner. It's a plane motor for the most part, right? It's most commonly used in planes and robots, things like that, right? And the reason for that is because of the torque. So you use these and you run a low kV and run a nice battery to it, right? And a good ESC, and then you can spin a larger prop, right? At a higher RPM or whatever. It allows you to spin more. You have more torque available, okay? So being scale guys, we love our torque usually, especially the hardcore rock crawling guys like myself. We love torque. We like to be able to have that super, super low speed control without a loss of power and without overheating our motors and our ESCs, things like that. This is not only censored, not only an outrunner, but it is also a super low kV. They have even lower kV available, and it is a torque monster. So this allows me to have all the torque in the world that I need, plus it's brushless. Can spin high enough RPM to where I can still gear it to the moon and get wheel speed out of it if I want as well. So this right here theoretically is the new kill-all motor for me as far as scale trucks go and rock crawling and stuff like that. Ultra 4 guys and all that stuff, you're still going to want those crazy, like the XL, you know, the powerhouse motors and stuff. For the most part, you might want this too, who knows. A lot of you guys are probably wondering after looking at this, with all that opened up like that, being able to see in there and all that, right? Probably wondering, well, what about dirt? You know, what about water, things like that, right? Well, thankfully, Holmes Hobbies was smart enough to conformal coat the board on this. So while it's not branded as waterproof, it is essentially, I don't want to say it's waterproof, right? But they took measures to waterproof it. However, this is going to be marketed as water resistant, okay? Which means that if it gets splashed and stuff like that, you're not going to have to freak out. Don't worry. If it starts raining while you're out on a trail run, don't freak out. You're not going to kill your motor, most likely. You're going to be fine. However, for those guys that are just don't get it through your head how electricity and water don't mix, no, if you take this and go dunking it over and over in the water, and something goes out on it, don't say we didn't warn you. Okay, don't do that. So yeah, it is conformal coated. That is awesome. Conformal coated, censored, brushless, outrunner. I mean, what else could you ask for in this? This is an awesome thing. And they have multiple KVs available. It's small, compact. Look at that. That's a finger. One finger right there. Put 2 fingers on there, and I can hide the whole motor almost behind 2 of my fingers. That is crazy. I know you guys are like, well, look at them ET fingers, right? But yeah, that is crazy small. And it's not even the smallest one. Believe it or not, there's a smaller one. So for you guys that want to go even more compact, yeah, now here's the catch. There is, I don't want to call it a waiting list, but it is going to take some time to get this for you guys. You ordered, expect at least a 2-week wait. At least a 2-week wait on this, you guys. Possibly 3. And that's due to the fact that, from my understanding, I think he's building them to order. Now, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure he's building them to order, or the orders are flooding in faster than they can build them. So just keep that in mind right now. I'm pretty sure it's the latter. Orders are coming in faster than they can build them. And that's understandable. You guys, like I've told you 100 times on here, and thankfully you guys are all supportive of this. He is a small business, an American-owned small business. All of these products, for the most part, are made here in America. Everything he can make, he makes right here in-house. The things he can't make in-house are ordered from very reputable companies, right? He starts with hardware and stuff from very reputable companies. So just know that you are really supporting a true American here, a guy that's really busting his butt to bring us a proper product. He's one of those guys that builds things out of necessity for improvement. He really, really wants a better product. If he senses something isn't strong enough, doesn't perform good enough, he will actually pull it down, which was the case with this. This isn't the first time this has been released. It was released back in the day, and while a lot of people loved it, enough people for it to create its own cult following, he wasn't happy with it, and he pulled it off the shelves and redesigned. So you guys, I hope you're excited. I hope you're stoked. One more look at this beauty here. Oh, Lord. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And yeah, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I got to get it installed with something. You guys give me your recommendations in the comments below. Let me know what you think I should run this in. Definitely give me you know, ideas on what you're going to be running them in. If you're going to order one up, tell me. You know, I always like to know. You guys, like always, you know what it is. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate the love, the support. Go check out the links down in the description if you want to order up your own. And then, yeah, let me know what you got. Peace and chicken grease. Ow! I'm stoked, man. I've been waiting for one of these.